Welcome to part 39 of the book of Revelations, December the 31st, 2023 by man's calendar. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm going to recap just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just for the fun of it. Yes, just for the fun of it. And right here, we're going to look at something. Because we're back in the book of Revelations now. Chapter 12, verse 9. The great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. See what that says? Fallen angels. That's the angels that did not keep their first estate. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God. And the power of his Christ, for the accuser of the brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him. Now you got to pay attention here. They overcame him. That would be Satan. Let me turn this a little bit where we can see it real good. Satan. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives to the death. They loved not their lives to the death. Because they're not afraid to die for the glory of the Lord, and the gospel, and the witness of our God. If you're afraid to die for that, you're in a lot of trouble. You ain't gonna fare too well with what's coming. Just a little heads up. Our heads off. Oh, you know I couldn't resist that one. It was too good. Maybe not to you, but to me, I have a very morbid sense of humor. I can't help it. I'm nuts. What do you expect? Monkey, what do you think of it? Now, Monkey, no, don't do that again. Monkey, honestly. Honestly, that's what you think of it? See, he still doesn't want to see the truth. Anyway. Hey, it's cracked. It's broken. Don't expect it to grow back a new one. The brain is gone. It went on a permanent vacation. It went to find some Mountain Dew. But anyways, seriously, y'all, we really got to quit accusing one another of things. And we got to quit saying and packing tails back and forth. What do you think that is? The Lord hears all that. This one's doing that, and that one's doing this. And you, in a lot of those tales, it's just false accusation. That's what you're not getting. And you spreading lies by doing that. A wise person knows not to spread something that they heard through the grapevine, because likely the grapevine was actually a roach vine and not a grapevine at all. It's corrupted fruit. Should have been more like the wheat instead of the grapes in the first place, I suppose. Anyway. Therefore, verse 12, 12 of Revelations. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Are you paying attention? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Where is the church? In the heavens. Why? Because woe is coming on to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down, having great wrath. The devil's angry because he got tossed out. And he's having great wrath. Because he knows that he has but a short time. He's only going to get 3 years and a half at this, folks. He's only got 3 years and a half to pull this little stunt off. Ba-deep. That's all, folks. No case of swine flu here, because there was no swine. I started to say, no swine from the flying to this time. That was pretty good. I got to tell you, at Bible study the other night, I was doing so good behaving myself. I really was. I was sitting there and I was just being a quiet spirit, trying my best to just be quiet. I really was. Then AJ had to get the ball started. Yes, he sat over there and they was talking about Greg. I think it was Greg had brought up, somebody over there did anyway. I'll put it that way, just to be on the safe side, because I'm not really sure. But I think it was Greg, because he's good at bringing up stuff like that, just totally out of the blue. But, which is quite funny sometimes. But, honestly, he had brought up when Jesus, he was asking about whether that was the place that we was discussing at that time, where Jesus had cast out them devils and they went into the swine. And then AJ had to chime in with his. Yes, I loved it. I got tickled and I was doing my best not to bust out loud laughing. And I was doing so good with it. I would have got through it and I'd have got by with just laughing and letting it be. But Wayne Mead had to chime in too. But let me tell you what they said, because it was quite funny. AJ said that was the first case of deviled ham. I sat there and I was like, what? What did he just say? It took me a moment on that one, I'll be honest. The blonde was really working overtime. And I was like, what does deviled ham got to do with that? And then it hit me. And I got tickled and I started laughing. Because that's what the spirits went into, was the pigs. Well, I was doing pretty good. I covered my mouth and I was not laughing out loud at all. Then Brother Wayne Mead had to chime in. And the first noted case of swine flu, that was it. There was no holding back the floodgates. I busted her open, son. I got tickled at that because I wasn't expecting it. Because that was good, and I actually I don't think half the people heard what he said. But I busted a laughing at that. That was just too funny, and everybody was looking at me like I had three heads, like, what's she laughing at? Because they didn't hear what Wayne had said. It was actually quite witty. That was good. That was pretty funny. I needed the laughs. I had had a rotten day. But anyway. I got tickled and I cracked up. And as I thought about it, I was like, Lord, that's actually pretty good. I got to remember those. Yeah, see, that's what I remember. That's what helps me remember the Bible, people. You want to know how to remember the Bible? Think of something funny to go with the scriptures. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The Lord said he would bring back to our remembrance all things that he ever told us. Now, but yes, it was just so funny. That's why I had to make out little snap there about no swine flu here today. No, the swine ain't gonna fly now. See, because what made that really funny to me and caused me to bust a laughing, I got a really overactive imagination, and when people say stuff, I can picture these things poof happening. And he said that, and I pictured them swine, which I'd already done that every time I'd ever read that. I picture them swine running and jumping off that cliff into the water, and they were flying through the air, squealing all the way down. You know how that one goes all the way home. And this little piggy that went to the market. Well, those little piggies went all the way to the ocean. Then they went glug, glug, glug. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I shouldn't pick on the little piggies. It wasn't their fault. They never asked for that. That's why they jumped off the cliff. They was like, no, we don't even want the devils. Even the swine wouldn't have them. They were unclean. They weren't even kosher. So, they didn't even want them devils. They didn't want Legion. So they killed themselves, so they didn't have to house them. It's like, no thanks. I don't want any. But, yes. No swine flu here. Honestly, y'all will believe anything, though, won't ye? Believe people could catch swine flu. You ain't got no swine in you, do ye? Is you a pig? You part pig or something? When did that happen? I'm pretty sure God never put that in your DNA. Swine flu. Asian flu. Bird flu. Oh, there's a new one coming out called This Is a Bunch of Crap Flu. Hey, it was a name made up on the spur of the moment. Don't expect it to be really horrendously extravagant like the swine flu and all that else. I mean, come on, y'all believe you could get infected by a pig? Really? Into your DNA? Like God had not put up constructs to protect people and animals from one another. Well, yeah. But you know what? The lamb and lion are supposed to play together. We ain't supposed to. We ain't going to be destroying one another no more. Yeah, I'll see you in the next part.